Hello, everybody, and welcome to the LAN Party Podcast. It is Tuesday, February 4th.
1934?
Nope.
1924?
2020.
Oh. We're in the future.
We are in the future. As you can probably already tell, Tyler's not here again. He's really good right now at being late. He's a pro.
His flying car must not be working right.
That's probably it. You right. So let's just first and foremost, it's been quite a hell of a week as far as stream content has been concerned.
Has it?
I think so. I mean, so first and foremost, I'm starting to, tinker and toy around with my stream settings. Motherfucker, that hurt. And try to get, clearer, nicer looking streams. So there's that.
I can improve that stream quality, bruh.
But then also you started streaming off and on.
Yeah, a little bit.
And it would probably be a little more consistent if your computer wasn't a little bitch.
Yeah, I need to get fixed.
But that got me starting to think about a 2 PC setup. My biggest restricting factor is fucking space.
What do you mean?
Where am I going to put that?
How powerful does the streaming computer need to be?
Doesn't have to be very powerful. I'm going to use that old computer that had like the AMD R9 270 whatever. It's got like 2 gigs of VRAM because again, streaming PC, all it's doing is encoding and sending it out, I think.
I was going to say, because I saw a video for a portable gaming PC that was rather affordable not too long ago that I even thought about making one myself just for shits and giggles. I might send you the link for that.
Yeah, the trouble is, so I think what I'm going to do, and granted, Nick did offer me, he said I could have his motherboard and AMD processor from his last computer for $50. And that's the 8350 Black Edition, the 6-core or 8-core, whatever.
That should probably be plenty processor-wise.
That's exactly what I was thinking, because I was originally going to upgrade it to a Ryzen processor, like one of the newer Ryzen 3s or something, because those are like $100 or less. Mm-hmm. But you'd also have to upgrade the motherboard, and if he's just going to give me a motherboard and a processor for $50, I don't have to change the graphics card. It's fine. But the power supply needs replaced, and it will need a capture card, because I don't want to do NDI.
Does the capture card have to be the same as the graphics card? No, it can be different.
The capture card has to be different than the graphics card. So the way the capture card works is it has an HDMI in and an HDMI out. And it functions like a monitor. So when you plug your computer into a capture card, it reads the capture card as a monitor. And you mirror your display on the capture card, and then it'll,
I still have my graphics card for my Alienware computer.
The one that melted?
Well, the one that took out and put the bigger one in that caused it to melt.
I don't know if you could, you have to have an in on it. If you have an in, theoretically it would work.
Oh, what?
An input. It has to have an input in the back. That's how capture cards work.
It has an input in the back, just like any other graphics card.
Those are outputs.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So it's going to have
cards have an in?
Mm-mm. That's what makes capture cards unique.
Okay.
The other trouble is I play 4K, pretty much everything. Now, I don't stream 4K, but I play 4K. Mm-hmm. Your capture card has to be the same resolution that you're playing in. Not that you're streaming in, but what you're playing in.
So it's going to have to be beefy then, right?
It's going to have to be a 4K capture card. 4K capture cards are like $250. You can get a normal 1080p one for like $100.
Are they like the same as normal graphics cards, but they're made different, or like? Is it like can you pick up like an RTX 2080, but it's a capture card version?
Mm-mm. No, it's it plugs into PCIe, but it's a small PC. It's like a 2-pin or a 4-pin PCI. It's one of the small ones.
What you plug your sound cards into?
Yes, but a little bigger than that. So, if I were to put it on this computer, I'd actually probably have to put it in the 16-pin, because it's like, I think it's an 8-pin or a 4-pin PCIe, and the small ones I think are 2-pin. But The 4K capture card that I'm looking at is roughly $250 on Newegg and on Amazon both. I checked both because sometimes Amazon has shit cheaper, but if that's the route I go, I'm probably just going to take that computer and throw a new processor motherboard in it and a new God damn it. A new power supply because it needs one, and then convert that to my stream PC. The trouble is, though, where the fuck am I going to put it? That's the big struggle I've got. So if I figure that out, then we'll be cooking with some grease. Because I'm really starting to. I really want to.
Get rid of that little subwoofer thing.
I like the sub though.
Yeah, but do you need it?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yes. All of the computer's base goes through that sub. Let me demonstrate.
You need yourself like one of those soundbars like what I have. It works perfect.
Let me also. Yeah, that might work.
I don't know how many people use soundbars with their PC setup, but I think it's like great. It's like the best thing ever.
We'll queue up some music here just for a quick second so that I can display the difference between having the sub and not having the sub. You don't even have to be a music person to hear the difference. It's like night and day.
Oh, these are naughty M&Ms. What does that even mean?
I don't fucking know. I didn't even know that's what they said.
It says naughty. It's got little devil horns on the end.
All right, photographs and memories. We'll listen to.
Oh.
That's with the sub. That sounds like crap.
Yeah. That's pretty bad.
There's the sub. I need the sub.
Well, get a soundbar then.
See, here's the big old dealio. I'm trying to keep this as cost efficient as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Upgrading the computers are going to cost me $300, $350, probably $350, $400 to get the computer into working shape for streaming. I don't want to go spend another $150 on a soundbar and then have to find speakers that are compatible with said soundbar because I think these speakers are only compatible with that sub.
Well, I think mine was only $50. I don't know. You were there when I picked it out.
Look who showed up.
Hello.
It's about time.
Listen.
Somebody had to go for a run, be healthy.
Yeah.
Now he's playing with the alcohol.
Screw health.
Oh. You still have those?
Yep. I don't drink root beer.
I got them for myself anyways. I just didn't take them home.
Tyler's like, it's more convenient to just leave them here. I know I've got to drink every time I show up.
Pretty much.
Fair enough.
Oh, you got your glasses.
I do. I got my spectacles.
What a fucking nerd. How's it feel to be able to see?
It's actually pretty awesome.
I remember the first time I got glasses and I was in the car and I looked out, it was the middle of summer, and I looked out my window at the trees and I was like, I can count the leaves from here.
Well, she told me, she's like, you're not going to notice much of a difference because your eyesight's not that bad. And the girl at the store handed me my glasses and she wanted me to try them on. I put them on. I looked out the window. I was like, holy crap. I took them off. I was like, that's awesome.
Wow, medical science.
It's because, your vision deteriorates. You don't really notice, right?
Yeah.
You just sit there and you squint more and you don't notice because it's a gradual process. And then whenever you finally get your, am I on, by the way?
Yeah, actually, I think you are. I'll double check though.
It's a good question to ask.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, cool. But you finally get your glasses, you put them on, and it's like somebody clicked 4K.
Yep.
It's like it's the same kind of thing that. So you guys, Nate might know this. You probably don't. You know the one of the most noticeable parts on your car to get replaced, like that you don't notice it's bad until you fix it. You want to take a guess?
Your brakes?
Your shocks. For the same reason. You don't notice
That's
them
true.
going bad. You just notice gradually over time your car gets a little more bouncy. And then when you fix them, you're like, whoa.
I have a feeling that the roads around here are going to destroy my coilovers and my Focus.
Probably.
Why do you say that?
Because they're terrible.
Now that I started budgeting, that's one thing I think I'm starting to see much more attainable car mods. I think I might redo the suspension on the Magnum late this summer. I might try to put some coilovers on it. I think being able to make it sit a little more aggressively with the wheels.
Now, you have to do some research to see if you'll have to get a alignment kit too.
I'm probably just going to do the whole goddamn suspension.
Because on the Focus, it already has somewhat aggressive camber from the factory.
Yeah, the Magnums don't.
So you might, when you put it on, you might have your camber all fucked up.
I plan on doing this. I plan on rebuilding the suspension in general. Like the whole thing, whether it's coilovers or just new OE parts.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some clunky fucking noises still that need to go away. So I'm just going to either rebuild all the suspension, but I'm going to have it aligned anyways. So I was just going to have it taken down to a shop and have them do the alignment on it when I got the whole suspension built anyways. But I think if I do that, I might get, and we're talking an inch or less, and an inch is being awfully gratuitous, of wheel spacers so that I can camber it a little bit and sit it a little lower to the ground and make it look more aggressive. Because I think with the wheels and tires that I have for the summer, which still pissed off that I took them off because I haven't needed the ones that I have
really
now.
Upset too. Did all that work to my car, raised it up, put the winters on and stuff, and then we got 1 day of snow.
Fucking 75 degrees. It has been 75 degrees the past 2 days. And it's February.
Right. It's like, wow, what the fuck happened to winter? Why does it keep raining?
I don't mind rain, but like, what do I plan for? It is supposed to be cold.
Well, I thought I saw snow this weekend though on the
Like
forecast.
light mix, but it's gonna go right back up to the mid-50s next week. The 10-day forecast,
all kinds of fucked.
the absolute lowest
What
it's
the
gonna be.
fuck is happening right now?
The 10-day forecast shows the absolute low is 29 degrees. Like that's the lowest it will be in the next 10 days.
I don't remember ever having a winter like this.
This is not winter, Nate. This
know.
is fall, spring, winter. It's not.
Like we've had some weather like this in the past, but not quite this ridiculous. Like it's getting worse.
Like how? What are we gonna even see? This is the thing. I'm afraid, and I'm starting to think less and less that this is gonna happen. But I'm afraid that we're just gonna get fucking pounded in like March.
Yeah.
I was saying it was gonna be February, but here we are in February, and it's 75 degrees.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
What is
usually it's
happening?
snowing right now, and there's like ice everywhere, and now it's like spring.
I got bib overalls for Christmas to wear at work. I've worn them 3 times.
I was gonna say, have you even put them on?
3 times I've worn them. And by the way, mind you, I didn't wear them for the first time until 3 weeks after Christmas.
I mean, considering Christmas was like fucking
70
75 and
degrees.
sunny.
Yeah, it doesn't snow on Christmas anymore. It hasn't done that since I was in like 3rd grade.
I went back, and I'm not even going to put out the link because it's embarrassing as shit. But you remember the blog that we had?
Mm-hmm.
I found it. And there's videos of us playing with Koda when she was like younger than a year, like 4 or 5 months old, like a puppy. And it snowed because we got her in like November. And it snowed, right? And I'm like, holy shit. Look at all the snow in December.
Right. Fucking crazy.
We don't have that anymore. There was enough snow that we were able to sled down the hill on the side of the house.
I remember like when I first moved here, I think it might have been like a year before I moved here. we had Christmas at my grandparents' house, and it snowed so bad that we couldn't get down her driveway, and we had to park by the main road and walk like half a mile down her driveway in a foot of snow.
Remember when we had the fucking snow come through and then it melted a little bit during the day and then we got a flash freeze that night and it turned to ice?
It was fucking terrible. It was like an inch of ice and then it snowed again, didn't it?
Yeah. We were out of school for like a week.
You're talking about when everything was covered in ice?
Yeah.
Like the houses were ice and the individual blades of grass were all ice?
Yeah.
But you couldn't see the individual blades because they were under like a blanket of snow. And then the top layer of snow was frozen.
The trees, I lost, we have over 100 trees planted on our property, right? We lost over 7 trees from that ice storm. And then we had another time where it iced over, like last year or the year before, where it iced over. And we had a windstorm pretty near to that. And we lost some pine trees. Like big pine trees. We actually had fucking limbs pull out of the side of those things.
That was like
fucking crazy.
That was like the coolest thing ever though, because like I was still like little. I was just like go outside. It's like what the, everything's ice. It was like the episode of SpongeBob where everything turned into ice because they left the freezer open or something.
Remember? I'm pretty sure we sliced open a snow tube. Remember?
We tried sledding, but it didn't work very well.
We cut off. We put a hole in one of the tubes or whatever, and we couldn't sled anymore. After that, we're like, maybe it's not very safe. Because you put all that weight down, and when you come to a stop and it crunches, it shards, and you just got these big That'd be... Oh, I remember that, though. That was crazy. Like, we were out of school for a good week.
I don't think we've had anything like that since.
No, we haven't. I mean, we don't get it in snow anymore. We get it in rain.
Yep.
Like, the past 2 or 3 years in the springtime, they've been out of school for 3 or 4 days because it rains, and, like, you can see it out behind my house. That field back there fucking... It turns into a lake. You can't go down Ebenezer Church because there's 1.5 feet of water just pouring over it.
Yep.
Hello? Who's that?
Oh, it's just Twitch telling me that I'm live again. So yeah, it's weather right now is just fucking like yesterday. If yesterday was today, I would have said we do a cookout.
Yep.
Yeah, yesterday was really, really nice.
I'm like, is this? I pulled out my phone.
Sunday actually got really nice as well.
Sunday was nice. It was windy. And I mean, it got windy yesterday. And I mean, it wasn't cold wind. It was just working outside, trying to do paperwork, and the fucking 20-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
Yeah, I bet that was fun.
Sucks.
I wonder what this means about the insects whenever it starts warming up.
We have some big
It'll
old
be
bugs.
fucking massive.
There might be a lot more of them.
It's yeah. We're gonna have a nasty summer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't say I'm really that surprised. We had a hot as fuck summer this year. Like, even cooling that down the normal amount, it's still going to be, I mean, it was hot. We had days where with heat index, we broke like 120. Like, it was miserably hot and humid.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know, man. Weather's fucking weird. I don't know what the hell's going on.
It's the end of the world, man.
But yeah, I've been really mad the past 3 days because I've been, like every day, like I look at my car when I walk out of work and I'm like, man, those wheels just are not as cool as the other ones. Then I'm like, but I had to take them off for the winter. And then I'm like.
But it hasn't even fucking snowed.
But we haven't had winter.
I've been going through the exact same thing.
And I know as deep down as I can that the minute that I go, I'm putting my summer tires back on, it's going to drop to like 4 below and we're going to get snow showers. I know that's exactly what's going to happen. So I'll probably just put them back on at like the end of March. I think that's a safe bet. End of March and we'll be good.
I thought I'd put my summers back on, but I don't want to do that without lowering the car because it just doesn't look right.
I don't know. Honestly, you probably could have left them on because you keep the Focus in storage a lot. So just don't drive it on the snowy days.
Well, I have the Focus for driving in the snow.
No, you got a muscle car. You got to drive a muscle car in the snow.
Oh, is that right?
That's how it works.
No, I don't want to because it's a Dodge, and they put all that salt in the road for the snow, and I don't want it exposed to that.
He doesn't want it to disintegrate.
No, I don't want because it came.
It's
from
not
Florida.
as much Dodge as it is more specifically that era of Rams.
Well, either way.
Because my car hasn't. I mean, my car's got surface rust underneath, but it's not
Even
like...
if it wasn't a Dodge, it's still wouldn't want to.
Nah.
Because the Focus, I repaint it like every year. I don't feel like doing that to two cars.
You haven't experienced a muscle car until you drive it at least once in not optimal road conditions. Whether you intend to or not. If you haven't slid around in a car...
I have slid around in a Mopar in the winter before.
Your Jeep doesn't count.
Why?
I will never forget driving to school on... Talking of wacky-ass weather, we had a 2-hour delay when I was like a junior in high school. Our junior year of high school, we had like a 2-hour delay because it snowed like enough to cover the roads, but it was forecasted to warm up, so they had a 2-hour delay. And I'm on my way to school, and now all that snow has kind of melted away to like slush, and I'm turning out onto the highway, you know, over the railroad tracks and go out and turn right.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave the Pontiac just a wee bit too much gas, and it slid out, and I'm like, I am at a 45-degree angle going down the street till it it kind of snapped back into place. And then, of course, later that day, it was sunshine and rain at the end of the day and 68 degrees.
Nice. I tried drifting my Jeep in the neighborhood, almost took out somebody's mailbox.
I have taken out somebody's mailbox.
Yeah, good job.
I haven't.
I was airborne when I did it. It's pretty cool.
Too
Terrifying,
bad you
but
didn't
it
get a
was pretty
photo.
cool.
What if you got
Yeah,
a photo of that?
let me just like fucking pull out
No.
my fucking phone.
Yeah, but like, what if somebody was just happened to be out in the field with the phone?
Yeah, and just happened to get me
He got-
midair taken out.
That would have been a meme.
That would have been a great.
That would have been a meme.
That would have been my Facebook cover photo.
Just my fucking bright ass yellow Escape flying through the air,
Yes.
colliding with a mailbox.
I just imagine if you could see the look on your face, like your eyes are just miles wide. You're just like...
Actually, I don't know. I was just mad.
I don't know. I feel like in the split second that you would have been airborne, you might have been more afraid than mad.
I might have been, but it was more like after I hit that and coming up, there's a big tree stump on there, and I was terrified I was going to hit that. Like, being airborne wasn't that bad, and I knew I hit the mailbox, and I was like, I'd kind of like ding that off in the back of my head, like, that was neat. And then I went down into the other ditch, and I was coming up to the other side, and I saw this big old fucking tree stump, and I was like, if I hit that, I'm flipping over and I'm fucking dead. And I was just like, that might have been the image you took my picture, and I was like, fucking giant eyes.
Now, man, that would have been a sweet fucking... That would have been a meme, though. Like, because you know it would have been blurry. Like, it wouldn't have been like this clear picture of you. Like, there would have been some grainy blurriness to it. And I could just see that being a meme. And I don't know what it would be a meme of, but I could see it being a meme. It wouldn't be hard at all.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get your computer fixed so you can stream more reliably.
Yeah, that might work on tomorrow.
Because it's dope being able to co-stream.
I would work on it tonight, but if I work on it, my computer will be out of commission for a little while.
What do you get? I mean, so I think before you go in, didn't you say that you think that your drives are just preventing you from updating Windows?
I think what the problem is when I first installed Windows on that computer,
By the way,
I don't remember what I did. I did something wrong and messed up. And so I had to go back, reformat the SSD, and then try again.
that picture reminds me of what
And
we were talking about.
I think whenever I did this install Windows the second time, some of the Windows files are corrupted, and those Windows files are keeping me from updating Windows. And the fact that I can't update Windows is why I can't see my other SSD. I believe. So I have some corrupt Windows files. I think that's what the problem is.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I didn't have any problems when I plugged in my second SSD, my M.2. I just fucking boop, and it loaded right up. I didn't even have to change any fucking settings. Like it popped up in there and like, what do you want to name this drive? And
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's because my Windows needs to be updated. So I'm hoping I just clear all the drives and stuff, do a fresh install, like a new computer. And
can you not do a fresh install of Windows without reinstalling all your shit though? I think you can. Like I know that for a fact that Windows has a repair function.
It doesn't work
Why?
because my Windows files are corrupted.
Well, why have a repair function if the files that are damaged can't be repaired?
I don't know.
But I think you can reinstall Windows the same way too without deleting all of your like personal documents and shit. Which you might try doing before uninstalling literally everything that you've already installed. Because then you'd have to reinstall all your games, you'd have to reinstall your streaming stuff, you have to reinstall all that everything, which is just a pain in the ass. I hate reinstalling stuff. Absolutely hate it. I know it's a healthy thing to do. Like they say that you should just do a full system wipe every few months and have everything on a backup drive and just reinstall it, but no.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to, if that doesn't fix it, I'm pretty sure I'm probably just going to have to get like a new motherboard.
Well, you still won't have to uninstall everything if you get a new motherboard. I mean, that's more expensive, obviously, than reinstalling Windows, but
I will have to.
Or you won't have to reinstall everything.
I have to get rid of the old drivers for the old motherboard.
I'm talking about personal files, like games and shit.
I'll have to clear at least the SSD that the operating system's on.
Yeah, but you don't have any... Oh, well, I guess you probably are like me. You don't put any games on your SSD that the OS is on, right?
I have like a few. I don't fill it all the way up. I mean, it's a whole terabyte. I
don't know.
usually keep at least like 100, 200 gigs free.
You don't think this has anything to do with you trying to be smooth and not pay for Windows for the first 3 weeks of owning the computer?
No. They had problems before I
I'm wondering if that's part of the problem, though.
I don't think so.
Because Colton didn't have any... Granted, he doesn't have an SSD. He has a... But, I mean... Out of the gate, had Windows on his computer. The only problem he has is his fucking microphone sounds like a garbage disposal.
Who?
Colton's. Oh, I need to find a fourth for tonight. Because we were trying to play Sea of Thieves.
And another potential problem is that this motherboard, the CPU power, has a 4-pin and a 8-pin. And I have the 8-pin plugged in, but I don't have a 4-pin CPU wire. So I don't know if I need that or not. I'm going to have to look into that. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
We're in the middle of a podcast. Stop texting.
Well, Colton says, just letting you know, it doesn't say LAN. It says that... What?
It said LAN for me.
I think it's just his notification.
Let me do some...
Because on Twitch it says LAN Party
research.
Podcast for me as well. 2/4/2020. Happy February, by the way. I just forgot that this was the first stream in February. Well, the first podcast in February.
Yeah.
I'm posting a recruitment post in the Discord real quick. One moment.
Yeah, this is LAN Party 2/4/2020.
I changed it, though. We're not streaming talk shows and podcasts today. I'm streaming and just chatting. And his notification just said, Les Paul is streaming just chatting.
Yeah, it gave me that notification too, but I mean, whatever. I mean, that's probably more accurate to this podcast anyway.
Well, I mean, I feel like the audience is probably larger, the pool of people to choose from. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. So, I've been watching and researching a bunch of shit as far as streams are concerned, and as all of you are aware, I am desperately trying to grow the channel, and Twitch is just a brutal platform to grow on. And I read one, or watched a video, I don't remember where I got it from, but essentially the quote was, "Your channel doesn't grow when you're not live." Now, it sounds obvious, I know, but it's true.
It's true.
It's true.
I mean, seriously, like, think about, like, YouTubers, for instance.
Right.
Imagine that, like, everything on their channel just went dark for 18 hours. Like, there wasn't, I mean, granted, you know, you can go back and...
Womble. He posts, like, every 3 or 6 months.
But you can go back and watch his videos, though.
Yeah.
And they're highlights. They're not just
Of
the
course,
full
he does
fucking
Twitch
stream.
Too. I don't know how much he
He's on
streams.
Twitch a lot, I think. But that's the thing. I think what I'm going to have to start doing is building compilations, posting them on YouTube, and then hopefully that fan base will be like, oh, this guy's cool, or the stuff these people is fun. I want to go watch that live. And then they'll look me up on Twitch. The trouble is, I would have to sit and sift through hours of footage, which is why I'm going to extend my hand for the help of my friends.
What? Who's that?
You, me, Jared, Tyler, John.
I don't remember saying.
Think about it. Just think about it for a minute. Our average stream, lately, our average stream is about 4 hours, right? I could sit down and go through all 4 fucking hours by myself.
Yep.
Or
I'll just play it and fast forward.
you could do an hour.
Take 10 minutes, watch the whole thing, and then every time you see something interesting, stop it.
Or you could watch an hour. I could watch an hour.
A whole hour?
You could watch an
That's
hour.
a movie.
You could watch it on 2 times speed and just be like, I remember there's something around this area. Or
Well, yeah, but ultimately, too, what I think would be helpful.
I think what you need to start doing in the future, whenever you're recording or something, every time something funny happens, make a note of what time.
Well, I try to do that, like,
Get some sticky
but
notes.
the same time, sometimes when funny stuff happens, like, most of the time when funny stuff happens, it's a drawn out laugh. Like, it's not just like, haha, that was funny, move on. Like, it was funny, and then everybody's like, there's a good 2 or 3 minute lull where we have to cool down and stop laughing, because we don't get just haha funny moments. We get, oh my god, I'm dying, I feel my sides in pieces funny moments. And I don't, like, my first instinct's not be like, hold on guys, I can't laugh about that, I need to pull up my phone and timestamp this. Alright, we're good, now I can laugh.
No, I mean, after you get done laughing and shit, put down a note, roughly.
I'll
where
forget,
it was
though.
at.
I don't know. It would be really, really helpful if I had people, like, clipping funny shit, like, when it happened. Because then I could just go through the clip reel for each stream and go, okay, that was funny, that was funny, that was funny, great, let's make a video compilation. Because I don't want to, I mean, especially the old shit, back when we streamed
What about
for,
the
like...
game capture?
What do you mean?
The Windows G thing or whatever.
Oh, I don't have game capture enabled at the moment. Like the quick replay thing or whatever.
Yeah.
What I think I might do for starters is try to take a collection of the funny moments off of our live broadcasts already, like some of the clips that we've had, and put those into a compilation, and then just see what we're looking at as far as because I'll pull a few of them up on stream. There's some good ones. That one's the first. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised at how much of a commanding lead it has taken on the list of clips.
Landship.
That's another good one. But I mean, you're talking Dan The Dan clip has 330 some odd views. The rest of them have 30.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why that is.
Like it is a landslide. Like it's insane. It's absolutely insane. So let's switch over to the TV real quick, and we'll go to clips. I should probably check and make sure. Yeah, I'm live on Twitch. Make sure. I'm gonna pop this open on Twitch because I know John said something about Twitch not showing up on Twitch the other day.
The heck just happened?
What do you mean?
There's a little tiny window down there at the bottom. Oh, that's your stream, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my stream right now. Okay.
Let me pull this up on Twitch real quick.
So, I'm just trying to make this easier on me. So,
yeah, that's working.
Top all. All right, here we go. So, let's some of these are old as shit. But obviously, we'll just kind of Oh, hang on.
I can't hear
Gonna
a
need
damn
some
thing.
volume.
I don't know. I know a good drum playing lad in Singapore who'd be begging to differ. Yeah, we got it live here. Oh, it'd be Dan.
Hi, my name's Dan. Oh, Dan. I'd like to borrow one of your cannons.
Cannons, please be it.
I mean, it's gold.
Your service, dear Dad.
Right.
Please.
I appreciate it.
He said, "Tally ho!" and he was flying away.
That dude's reaction sells it.
This fucking so totally was flying away. I like how you just lost it as soon as I got over. Hi, I'm Dan.
Well, because that was the first time you'd ever spoken in like a form of character. Like nobody knew what you were gonna sound like, and you just came out of the gate. Hi, I'm Dan. This is a good one.
Oh, your mates messed with the bitter wind, and that don't be in best interest.
They don't have any more barrels.
This is the one that made Nick break.
Watch out for the island barrels.
Oh, you messed with Captain Close Call Poe. That also don't be in your best interest.
Now you're messing with the loom, motherfucker.
Nick's laugh is straight gold. Sounds like pure evil. This one I'm gonna have to turn down because.
But it won't matter because they're fucking like fast enough.
You need to. We need to shoot those barrels if they've got them.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, there goes. Nice.
Yes. Dumb idea, the guy. Dumb idea.
I remember that. It's funny though. Like when you go back and watch these, I remember all of this. Like I remember what happened.
And you came in dead on nose, and then they had it.
It's insane.
That was a good shot.
This is a good one.
And if you guys help us, I'll gladly give you Steve.
Oh, we don't want Steve.
I want Steve.
I wouldn't mind them their teas
We
though.
don't want Steve.
Or if you really be kind and courteous, we wouldn't mind taking this ship from Jackboot. You monster!
It takes you a minute to realize what exactly all happens there.
Oh, you just turn around, there's a pile of feathers.
I just like how you hear Oranges in the background too, losing her shit. And he's quiet the whole goddamn time. Like, he doesn't say a word.
He just looks at you, he looks at him, pulls out his blunderbuss, and blasts the fucking chicken.
Oh, hang on, there's a new instrument. I'm also never going to forget that John said that was the moment he tuned into for the first time in that stream. That was the first thing he saw. Was that moment. That one's good, but it's not funny. This one's pretty funny.
I'm heading out of here. Enjoy your artwork on your map, and I'm out of here. Bye. He killed me. Right.
Oh, do we got a penis? There's a penis.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
It's a penis.
What? Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
It's always the last bit of it that makes it hysterical, but like her reaction was funny to begin with, but then the one dude that's just so deadpan, he goes down there and he's like, oh, there it is. Because it's stuff that you're not expecting, right? Like, anybody that says Sea of Thieves is not a good game is out of their goddamn mind. This is one of, I think, Nate and John's favorites.
Something's wrong.
What?
Something's wrong. Oh, shit.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Blam.
Now, listen closely, though.
Didn't get a chance to see it.
Something's wrong.
What?
Something's wrong. Oh, shit.
It took me a minute to realize what had happened.
Didn't get a chance to see it. I just heard the explosion and I saw them disappear.
Me and Nick...
I know exactly what happened.
Me and Nick were so confused.
Did you sneeze and blow up the fucking barrel?
That was really early, too.
Oh, man.
My problem with that one is it's kind of hard to tell what exactly happened, like you said.
I would have to start editing my videos like Soviet Womble.
You'd have to have this.
I'd have
you'd
to have the sneeze.
It'd pop up and be like, achoo! And then mouse hits keyboard.
Cut back and do a slow-mo replay.
Achoo, boom.
And then John's got a bunch of shit clipped from where he, fucking... This is a funny one.
Sneeze barrels.
Oh my goodness. Which one of you be in charge of navigating because you need to be stripped to your title?
I like the build-up of laughs.
Yeah. No.
You just have some giggling, you have a little bit more giggling, then you have that kind of laugh.
Like, what the hell even was that?
Where's the lightning ones?
Oh, that one?
Like bow speakers?
Like Botox.
No, it's bow ties and little bow ties.
Because bow ties are cool.
God dang it! God dang it!
Well, I sure shouldn't have said that.
Twice.
Yeah.
I turned around just in time to see him slowly walking up the stairs. And right as he hit the stairs, he got struck, like, head on.
It hit twice. I hate this.
Who do I call about patents again? Like, for real.
Fucking Nate was afraid to go above the mid-deck for a while. Wait, did you get struck again?
Yeah, through the deck.
What?
I really want to
Oh, man. Poor fucking bastard. There's another one where we're all on the anchor fucking...
Yeah, that's in the the highlights.
That was right before. That was right before that one, wasn't it? Or is this
Yeah,
a different
it was-
time?
lightning
She got
inside.
zapped by lightning.
Well, might as well grab the flame while you're there. Who changed the color of the back lantern?
The far back one, is it not blue anymore?
No, somebody made it purple. I set it to white.
Oh, I
man.
have blue. Do you want me to just bring that back with me?
Who would
No, I
do
fixed it.
that? Such a thing.
Tyler,
How
who would?
tragic.
Let me bring it. Okay. God dang it!
Ow. They died.
No!
No,
What is
I'm
going
dead.
on? Okay, I'm going down below deck. Fuck this.
I thought you said
You should lose my
safe
shit
and
day
low.
time. Damn, no, I'm dead.
Didn't Destiny come out with a recent festival theme? I'm sure they did, but I don't really follow Destiny.
And I would
like
probably
follow
chop
Destiny.
this little section out. But then Nate respawns.
I mean, it's not that it sucks.
It's crazy to see how old this is
For this
too,
game
and
over
bananas
This
are still the
casting
primary
bows
food.
in it now.
I mean, that wasn't that long
Like
ago.
bow ties or
I like bows, they're awesome.
Like bow speakers?
Like Botox.
No, it's bow ties and little Botox.
Because bow ties are cool.
God dang it! God dang it! Yeah, I got hit twice there.
What,
Well,
you
I
made the
sure
spawn
should.
and it's that twice?
That's 3 times now.
I turned around just in
I like
time
this next one
to
that
see
comes
him
up
slowly
because you
walking
inch up
the
and you
stairs,
look and it
and right as he
it
hit the
zaps you
stairs, he got
as soon as you
struck,
peek out.
like head on.
I hit twice.
Like here, right here.
I hate this.
wait
Ow! There's the 3rd time.
That's 4.
No, that's 4.
What
Yeah,
do I
you're right.
call about patents again?
And I like the other one's off frame.
Like, for
Talking
real.
about what?
I really want a patent.
You
Oh, I
got
thought you
struck
said pets.
5 times within the span of how long is this clip?
Oh, it's less than 2 minutes, I
Watching
think.
This is physically painful.
Oh no, it's 3 minutes.
But I'll
We might
make
have to bring Nate for his own.
Oh, there's something out the water.
Yeah, how delayed is the stream?
Depends. Usually
just-
between 10 and 30 seconds.
Why did I get hit by the
I
lightning?
probably just missed that lightning.
Oh my god. Well, he keeps
Oh, I thought that
getting
one was
struck.
another one.
Every time he steps out onto the stairs, he's getting
I just
struck.
like
Every
I
time he
like
goes upstairs.
the freaking the one that's off frame is you just hear the thunder faintly and then you hear Nate go ow and he runs forward and then he turns around and runs down below deck. That is one of the best ones we've got. I have a couple. I don't remember. I highlighted these and I don't remember what they are.
Those are-
I just hear, oh
This is-
shit, bam,
This is
bam,
one of us
bam,
making
bam.
noises, I think.
I think it is.
Oh no! I'm dead.
That's really early on.
Yeah.
Leaps off the cliff. Oh shit.
I like the best part is I guess in my like a split second in my head I thought I would break my fall by shooting the blunder at the ground.
I'm gonna die. I'm dead. The snake got me.
I can't remember what this one was.
Oh, you just turned ghost again.
Oh, you can't jump overboard on the Ferry of the Damned.
You just now realize that?
I've never tried.
I've tried the day one that we played this.
This was weeks in.
Bring it on,
Yeah, because of that thing. I've never seen that.
Shoot him! Hurry! I'm dead. Again.
Shoot him! Hurry! Nate's freakouts are always the best parts. Oh, I remember this. This isn't funny. We just fucking wrecked that sloop. It's almost not fair.
Just right a little bit.
Oh,
I'm
it's
on the
getting ready to
gun.
fire on
There's
us.
2 people.
There is 2 people. You shot me off this.
Good fucking god.
I still think this is hysterical.
I'll do the plane landing thing with my lantern.
There you go. How is that gonna help?
Yeah, it doesn't help.
What was that? I missed it. I missed what he said at the beginning.
You said I'm gonna do that plane landing thing with my lantern. He's talking about the spotlight.
Yeah, so I couldn't see the wind trails, and I'm like, you guys are gonna have to do the navigate because I can't see what way we need to trim the sails. And this was his response to that.
I'll do the plane landing thing with my lantern.
How is that gonna help?
See, he goes and tries it out.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
He's down there fucking flashing it at you.
I just like there's a pause, and I'm like, how is that gonna help? And he's like, yeah, it's not gonna help. Good to know. Oh, you want to see a big ship or a big boom, Tyler?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, they
I can still fire.
Oh.
Yeah, there they go. That's
The one explosion at the top was like icing on the cake.
They're gone. They
Oh,
sunk.
out with a bang, mates!
Completely.
Oh my god.
I love that. The good old days of fort raids or fort hop. This is another good one.
What the hell was that?
Oh shit.
Pull the anchor! Pull the
Oh,
anchor!
Oh.
And I'm cooking.
Oh.
You guys are gonna get my food wet. We're a land boat right now? Jesus Christ.
I like the contrary. Oh no! God. Fucking.
I thought we were gonna keep going through that cave.
I just like the contrast in tone. Me and Nate are up top losing our shit, and Tyler's just like, I'm cooking. You're gonna get my food wet. Are we a land boat right now? I think I might have that one, like the full stream on YouTube. Whoops. That was because I gotta see if I can find the response. Because Tyler's response, when he came up and saw it, because he was confused. Nate's like, what do you mean, what? And Tyler gets up on the deck and he's just like, what the fuck?
What?
I thought I clipped two of them. One was longer than the other. Okay. Might not have.
It's just, oh my god. See, that's the shit that I have to try and figure out, because holy shit, man. That stuff's funny. It's like it physically pains me. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have dated that, and that would have helped me find the stream. Because you made that like same night, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
That was. You made that like same night, didn't you? We don't need that.
Don't do that.
Clips. All. Land ship. And there's tons of other funny fucking clips from other games that I could easily weave into. And then there's some that I just don't understand why they're funny. But, you know, to each their own.
Do you have any of our jump scares from any of those games that we played?
No, I don't believe so. I think the only game we played that on stream that had jump scares was Pacify. Where was land ship? Where did it go? There it is.
I had that experience, that jump scare in Far Cry when we were playing the other night.
July 18th. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Wait, what? What jump scare?
You remember when, we were trying to get to the muscle car that was locked up in that like gas station, and I was crawling through the like the boxes and stuff to get there, and like a fucking honey badger or something dropped down from the ceiling.
Oh, I remember that.
That scared the shit out of me.
Why is this in my fucking Sea of Thieves playlist? Oh, let's see. February, March, April, May, June, July. We're looking for July. What?
No, just a gif of somebody freaking out.
Wasn't during 4th, and do I really not have it? Maybe it's not in the playlist. I know I've got it on YouTube though, because I think that was before my mishap of streaming, where I wasn't able to stream anymore. Dark Relics and Doubloons, was it then? Nope, this is August, so we're getting closer. Open link in new tab. September, oh no, wait. August happens before or after. I knew that. Told you guys I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
This is it, I think. Nope, this is August.
Wow, dude.
This is back when I was streaming damn near daily.
It's okay, take your time.
This is also August. July 17th. And this was, I think it might have been this one. Open link in new tab. July 20th.
Might have been the 17th one. 'Cause that might have happened like midnight. And then I clipped it next day, technically.
I think that is precisely what happened.
Oh, is that it? Nope.
It's in here, though. This is definitely it. Nate's wearing the same fucking pimpy-ass outfit. Might have happened closer to the end now that I think about it.
It did.
There it is. So let's enjoy this highlight reel. Well, I say highlight reel, it's not really a highlight reel, but you get the point. This is probably a little too far back.
Yeah, it happened in the day.
Island and make sure that dude doesn't get on the boat.
Oh, you couldn't take it out the rowboat?
Oh my god.
Yeah, like you only did one thing.
The island.
The island.
Everybody else here is doing at least 3 things at the same time. Rigging the
do this
ship,
again and go all the way through it.
dropping the sails, man the cannons.
That would have to
fixing
be
the
like
boat.
Shut
We'd
up.
have to have
timing though.
optimal wind conditions.
And the Meg would have to appear at the right time.
Yeah, optimal speed. And good
You
harpoon
cook Nate
usage.
too?
The water.
Maggie's back.
Dude, I don't have my curls. I don't have my Swiss rolls. Nate fucking around with the harpoon trying to get the Meg.
I'm actually trying to see if they still have that glitch in the game.
No, I remember that.
What glitch?
During the Insiders, you could just shoot it randomly at the ground and it would like flip your ship over. Or it would take flight.
Everything and nothing.
Oh, now he's shooting at the Meg. Which pulls us right in line for Wonders Refuge.
The ship's rocking too much. I almost burnt my drum leg.
Oh shit.
Pull the
Oh,
anchor!
shit.
Pull the
Oh, shit.
anchor!
Oh!
Nate
Man, I'm
running
tripping.
around panicking.
Oh!
You guys are gonna get my food wet.
You guys are gonna get my food wet.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no! Get the treasure chests that have all the valuables off the boat just in case it disappears.
We might have lost the ship.
Oh, fuck, are we stuck?
Come look!
What the fuck? I go downstairs for 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
What the fuck?
I go to.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh no, the food. All the cooked food. Put it in the rowboat and drop the rowboat.
We got this thing so stuck. What if we can pull our way through it?
Have gotten this any more stuck.
This is amazing. You need to get a screenshot of this. Oh god.
Oh my god. This will. I don't think we could have gotten this any better if we tried.
Oh my god. Look at that. Oh.
Hold on,
That's
I got
amazing.
a funny picture idea.
That is amazing.
We're just getting a nice careening done before we hit the seas again.
I got a screenshot. Now
For sure,
get all
for
the
sure.
food off the boat in case it despawns.
The fish! You get the fish.
I like how it does
And no
despawn.
bait.
There's somebody pointing at the front of the boat.
It's off
Who
the
we put
boat.
all this?
Put it in the
The
rowboat.
rowboat. Oh, that's good. That's a good idea. Tyler, go look for a keg.
What are you talking about?
Fucking. I dropped the rowboat in front of the ship and it ended up, or I dropped it behind and it ended up in front, flipped over and full of damage.
Oh, wait a minute. I need to see this.
Pretty sure it just.
Rowboat. Oh, that's good. That's a good idea. Tyler, go look for a keg.
All right.
Oh
Get in the
yeah, I
rowboat.
did change because me and Nate were dressed the same. I remember that now.
Uh-oh.
Tyler, find a keg.
I'm rolling the sails up, so if we find a keg, we can actually move. Go ahead and drop the rowboat, so it doesn't despawn with the ship. The ship despawns.
It shouldn't despawn with the ship.
At least we got this on stream.
Oh, it just despawned.
Well, that's
What about a rowboat?
Wait, it's in front of us. Yeah, it's gone. Pretty sure it just
Rowboat.
capsized. Nope, it's still good.
I just like how I push it and it's just.
I dropped the
Gone.
rowboat in front of the ship and it ended up, or I dropped it behind and it ended up in front, flipped over and full of damage. Oh. We can work on this riddle. F12 to the south. Oh, I'm gonna move those, move the loot into the.
God damn.
You know what I think caused that though? Actually, no barrels in the cave.
I know. I saw. I'm.
well,
Yep.
The problem is I can't get the rowboat far enough away from the keg
The ship's gone.
blast radius to keep it unharmed.
You just turn around, you turn back around and it's fucking gone.
And it can't take any more damage or it's done for. Oh, there goes the ship.
Yeah. Yeah. Delayed reaction there.
Yep.
Fucking genius. Oh, well, if you want to see more funny stuff like that, come watch us tonight we will be live by 8:30, hopefully earlier than that. But by 8:30 Eastern time, we'll be playing some Sea of Thieves. So come hang out with us. We'll see you then. We will try not to get the ship stuck so
Who's our fourth?
terribly. I don't know yet. We will figure it out.
Okay.
But yeah, come hang out with us. It should be fun, stupid, silly, nonsense.
That'll be terrible.
And yeah, we will see you guys here in a little bit. We're going to go grab some grub and hit the seas. So check back with us around 8 o'clock.
Bye-bye.